What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Bluckers Videos and Collectables. My name is David, and we are going to be taking a look at a figure from the Star Trek Deep Space Nine toy line by Playmates. And today's figure, we are going to be looking at Commander Benjamin Sisko. Now, he is my favorite captain of all the series in the Star Trek franchise. And I think Avery Brooks did an outstanding job portraying him. I mean, I just love his leadership and how he just takes action when it comes to certain things and dismisses a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with what's going on with their particular situation. And it's just like, well, it's got nothing to do with us. So just let's let them do what they got to do, take care of their own business. You know, he doesn't get involved in a whole lot of people's business unless it involves himself or his crew and stuff. So I just love that. But anyways, it took me a while to find this figure, so I was able to find this at a local shop called Retro Madness here in Fort Worth, Texas, and very happy to finally land a Sisko. But we will be taking a look at the card back, the accessories, the figure, and everything that is all included with this packaging. And I love the fact that Playmates just overloads with accessories, and that's what they did with all their lines. They just like jam pack all kinds of stuff, even if it's got stuff that got nothing to do with anything. But each accessory has a vital part of the character as well, so it's not all is lost. When it comes to that, there's a reason for it. Okay, let's go ahead and take Benjamin out the packaging, and we'll take a look at the card back and go from there. All right, so here is the card back, and it's kind of like a plain Jane to me, but I do like the fact that it is very colorful, and they use the wormhole as the main centerpiece for the backdrop. And then you got the ship right here. Then you got Star Trek Deep Space Nine right there, and then Beyond the Final Frontier. And then here's the name of the figure, Commander Benjamin Sisko, leader of Deep Space Nine. And over here it says, hailing all collectors individually numbered figures. So this is like the numbers that they're talking about when it comes to their stock number and the assortment number. So very interesting how they went about doing all this. But anyways, so down here below the name, it says bonus Starfleet action base, Deep Space Nine gear, Type 2 hand phasers, Starfleet pad, and then it also says it has a Deep Space Nine monitor, and then Bjorn orb case. So then Paramount Pictures logo right there with the Playmates logo down at the bottom, and then it says bottom. It says ages 4 and up. That's me. And then here on the back, this is a 9-back card, and I pretty much have all of these except for Morn. So this is the only character I'm needing to complete this 9-back collection. And then you have Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and then you got the main plot of this action figure line, and then it's advertisements for a new video game, and then you got the ship coming out of the wormhole, and then exclusive Skybox Playmates collector card available in this package. And that's with all the cases for majority of these Playmates. They all came with cards from Skybox. And then collect the crew and visitors of Star Trek Deep Space Nine for ultimate edge in a space adventure. So here is all the characters that we have. Like I said, I pretty much have all of these except for Morn, so he is the only one I need to complete this. And then here are all the accessories down here. Then it says Deep Space Nine gear, and then it's pretty much what was said on the front. It says here's the Starfleet pad with personal access display device, and then we got the Type 2 hand phaser, Deep Space Nine monitor, and then Bjorn orb case. And then there's the figure and how you can place it on the Starfleet action base. And then here is the file card. I love these file cards. So this will be kept. I keep all my packaging, when I open stuff. So if you want to pause and if you're interested in reading all that, you may. So let's go ahead and tilt this camera down some, and then we'll bring out all the goodies. And then here is the figure with the card, and here's all the accessories. And like my boy Elite Legend always says, here's the sweet sounds of release. Maybe not as aggressive as he would have done it, but still effective nonetheless. So here's the card, and here are all the accessories. There we go. Put that aside. And then here is the Starfleet base. I love how this comes in a real thick packaging, It's good though. So, here we got our Sisko. And we'll take a look at him in a minute. So here is the Skybox card. There you go. I always keep these cards in these little plastics, so I try not to mess it up too bad. No, we'll just look at it like that. So here's the card. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Commander Benjamin Sisko. And then here is the back of it. And then here's the database right there. So if you want to pause and read all that, you may. So let's go ahead and put this card aside. We'll put this in the collection. I need to get a binder for that stuff, I have a lot of cards and stuff, but a majority of it's not in binders as they should be. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at each individual accessories before we take a look at Sisko himself. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Starfleet pad. It's fairly small. So this is the Starfleet pad. A little piece of plastic right there. But anyways, love the little detailing and the small sticker, And a lot of these accessories are just all reused, for a majority of these characters. So none of them is going to be anything different, But I do like it though. I love these accessories. They come packed with details and everything. Looks like a booger right there. Even though I know it's not. It's just part of the plastic. But I'll have to get that off for later on. But anyways, with the little detail, with the little sticker. Then next up is the phaser, Type 2 hand phaser. So then with the little details right there. I like the little phaser effects. That comes out. That's hilarious. You can tell it's painted because it's like all molded in silver plastic. But this is like kind of like either painted or dipped in some kind of paint, to have that look effect to it. Or either that or this is molded in this plastic and it's just painted silver. One or the other. But very cool. Nice detail. Love the designs on the handles and everything, the little lines. So, alright, set that aside. And then next we have is the Deep Space Nine monitor. Now, a lot of especially all the captains and stuff, they all come with monitors and everything. So, really like the detail sticker. So, not much on the back or anything. You just kind of like the laptop, you know. So very cool. I like that a lot. And then we have the Bjorn orb case. This is a very cool, nice little accessory here. The details. Love all the little ridges, you know, around it, you know, on top of the lid part. It's very cool. It's pretty much the same detail all the way around. And last but not least, here is your standard Starfleet action base. So they all come with the same thing, and pretty much their name is the only difference, you know. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Commander Sisko himself. This is pretty much your standard 5-inch figure. And the head sculpt looks kind of like him, but it's not. I mean, you could tell it's Benjamin, but, you know, you got to remember this is like the 90s when these came out. Like the mid-90s, I think. Let's see, when did this thing come out? 93. So, the look and the smile, you know, it has its features, but it's not, you know. If you had saw this by itself and you didn't know who he was, you probably wouldn't even think that it was Benjamin Sisko. But it has a resemblance to it, in my opinion. But then I guess the more I look at it, the more detail I see, you know, it's there. You know, it's not 100% accurate, because you gotta remember this is an action figure. So, but I do like it though. For what it is, for its time, it's got a great detail. Look, get the texture in the hair, and the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips, the nose, the dimples in the cheeks, you know, and the lips, ears, you know. I mean, the head sculpt is great for what it is, for its time. Like, this is the early 90s. So, actually now the more I look at it, the more resemblance I do see. So, I retract my statement. It does look like him, for the most part. Not 100%, but you could tell it's him. And then as far as the uniform goes, he's got that somewhat of a turtleneck. It's purplish with the and then the uniform itself, you know, it's a solid black with the maroon or reddish color, you know, shoulders. And then you got the Starcom right there, Starfleet com right there. Yeah. So not a whole lot when it comes to the uniforms, just your basic standard uniform. So not expected to have a whole lot of color to it. You know, I do like the fact that the shirt underneath the uniform, you know, they actually took the time to paint the sleeve purple right there. That's sticking out. A lot of times, most companies wouldn't even do that. It would just be one solid color. And I like the fact that they took the time to paint the Starcom, Starfleet com, whatever it's called. But yeah, I mean, great details. Love it. So the way of articulation, you know, his head does go back and forth, a little stiff, because, you know, he's just fresh out of his package. You know, the arms go up and down, and then you got a rotation at the shoulders right here, And then you got a single hinge at the elbow, up and down. And then you got the swivel at the waist. And then as far as legs go forwards and backwards. And then you got a single joint at the knee. All right. And that is your Benjamin Sisko. So let's see if we can get them all geared up. All right. I tried to see if we can get hold of it accessories, but it seems like this hand's a little too wide, not really a gripping hand. And this is your gripping hand, but I don't think it really grips that much because it's got too much of an opening. So you can't really, you can get something in there, but it's not going to hold very well because I think that the thumb doesn't really clamp around it that much. So yeah, he's not going to be able to hold anything. And then as far as this hand goes, you can probably get it, but it's going to end up falling off. Look, you got all that gappage right there, So some figures are really good about holding their accessories, but apparently old Benjamin, not so much. And I don't think you want to hold your phaser like that. Probably get him to hold this. But even then, you figured because he's got that, you can probably grip around there. Not so much, You can hold it, but probably not the way how you wanted to hold it. And here, you could probably hold it a little bit, but you'd be trying to struggle with it. No, that's not too bad. So then as far as this, probably can't, you're not going to be able to hold the computer all that well. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, it just ends up moving too much. It ends up falling off. So I don't think that's the best way you want to hold a phaser, but I guess if that's how you want to do it, then that's fine. All right. Oh, well, that pretty much wraps up that review, this review. And overall, I'm very happy to have Sisko in my collection. Been needing to have one, so he'll fit right in with my Star Trek and Deep Space Nine collection. The only downside is just can't really hold his accessories very well. If he does, it's only for a short amount of time. He can't really get it to stick in his hand. Hopefully not all the figures are like that. I'm pretty sure some are. But like I said, some figures are really good about holding their accessories. Others just not so much. It's just the way, particularly mine, the way the hands are, the gripping hands, it's not very well made, But hey, it is what it is. I'm just happy to have a Sisko in the collection. So comment down below what you think about this figure. If you have it in your collection, or do you remember having this in did you even collect Star Trek figures growing up, or do you still have any, or are you currently collecting? Just chat it up with me. Let me know what's going on. And so, words to wisdom: buy what you love and not what you like. Buy what you like. You will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.